morning, everyone, and welcome back. So yesterday was super productive. When I left off last time, I mentioned that we were to the point where I'm going to start to fill in some gravel into our patio. So you can see that that's kind of what the rest of my day entailed. Super easy process. So I went down to Lowe's, and they actually sell gravel in big bulk bags. I want to say that each bag was about 9 cubic feet, and this particular area that I'm doing here took me about 5 of those big bags. It was super easy, super slick. I pulled up. They just have it in large kind of canvas-like bags, and they'll just load it right into the back of your truck for you. If you don't have a truck, you can actually rent one at Lowe's. And they also do offer delivery, and I didn't actually ask how much that cost. But anyway, you can see that we've got all of my gravel laid. The last segment that we shot, I kind of mentioned how to ensure that this is level throughout the whole process. We leveled the dirt, and then you can see that I've just repeated the same process for the gravel section here. Over here on the stake, you can see that, you know, again, so I've got the 4 inches of the gravel right here. So I had the one stake, I pounded it down so that we were flush with the top of the dirt here. And now I've got 4 inches of gravel, so that's what this little mark is. The next one's going to be the sand, and then finally my brick is going to fill in that last level. But you can see that by doing this, I can see the areas here in the middle that are high and then the areas that are low. I already spent some time kind of smoothing this out, and so it looks pretty good for now. The next step to this is I picked up a tamping bar while I was at Lowe's. This ran me about 30 bucks. This is their bigger one. This is a 10 inch by 10 inch area. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, you know, go around and smash that down, and you can see what that does is that makes it all nice and smooth. But then that also serves to settle your gravel down, so that's a nice firm foundation. The next step after that, I've been to Lowe's already this morning, and I got a bag of sand. They actually sell sand in the same, you know, bulk bags, and so that's going to take a couple of bags of sand. After I get the gravel nice and smooth with my tamping bar, I'm going to backfill it with about 1 inch of sand, and we'll pick up when I get to that point. All right, so we've got the sand down in place. It only took a couple of bags of that as opposed to 5 of the gravel. And basically I've just gone through the same process, kind of lined my strings out so I could see, you know, the relative areas of where is high and where is low. After I got that all smoothed out to the point where I thought it looked pretty good, I lightly tamped it into place again with my tamper. What that does is that helps to push the sand down between the gravel. It's just going to create that much more a stable platform for you to put your brick on. Also, there's a little bit more play in the sand. There's a little bit more ability to manipulate your brick and to make it level even easier. Until now, we've been doing a lot of relative leveling, meaning, you know, you kind of eyeball it. We've got the string trick in place where you can kind of see where is high, where is low. However, now is where we need to get a little bit more precise, a little bit more exact. And so you can see to do that, my next step is to actually screed this sand in place. You can see here that I've got a 2x4, and it's got a carpenter square on it. So the process of screeding is basically you're going to take a large level surface. Again, I used a 2x4. It's about a 3-foot 2x4. And as that goes back and forth over the sand, you can see that it kind of pushes the sand into the low places, takes it from the high places, makes it nice and smooth. However, to be exact, again, what I'm going to do is every now and then I'm going to drop my carpenter square on there, and I want that bubble to be right in the middle. That's going to ensure that I'm nice and smooth kind of in this plane right here. The other thing that I need to be worried about is I'm going to turn this 90 degrees, and I want to make sure that it's relatively straight in this plane. Now, I say relatively because keeping in mind our runoff, our water runoff. I mentioned kind of in the beginning of this that I wanted my water to kind of run in this direction right here. So I do want this side to be only slightly higher than this side. That bubble's not going to be completely level as you keep your water runoff in mind. And so I'm going to kind of finish screeding this up, and then the next step is going to be to go get some brick. And in my opinion, that's when the real fun starts. So lots of prep work, but it's going to be worth it to ensure the level of your patio and also the longevity of it. So I'll finish this up, and then we'll go get some brick.